Well, everybody, welcome to this week's video. Got a little unboxing and first impressions video for you this week. We're going to be looking at the Volador frame from Flyfishrc, so let's get into it. And just before we get started, thanks to my niece Annie for my t-shirt that I got for Christmas. It is true, only the best uncles do have beards. So yeah, right, anyway, yeah, we're going to be looking at this frame today. Now, as a lot of you probably know from a lot of my videos, I usually fly the Demibot frame, and I do love that frame. It's got everything that I want in a frame. 6mm arms, 3mm plates, and it can take a beating. But there is one major problem with it, and that problem is there's nowhere in the UK that stocks the parts for it. So silly me, when I bought the frame, I never actually got any spare arms with it. So if I do break it, I'm kind of stuffed, and I know I'm not paying £40 shipping to get two $5 arms or whatever. So yeah, anyway, that's why I decided to have a look at this. Now, Flyfish do make a number of other things. I've actually got a somewhere in here I've got a Flyfish antenna as well, which will be going on this build for the Vista. So I think they make motors and other things, which I might look at in the future. So what we'll do now, we'll just crack the box open, have a look what you get inside. So let's go down to the bench. Right, so here we are. This is the Volador FPV quadcopter frame from Flyfishrc. So right, we'll get it open and have a look at what you get inside. What do you get there? Instructions for putting it together. Little bag there, looks like all your screws and standoffs and what have you. Stickers, always a bonus. Now that looks like your battery mat. And a little bit, I think that goes underneath the frame, but we'll have a look at that later on. Looks like you get a couple of battery straps. I forgot the word battery strap there for a minute. Now, I have said this in a previous video before, but in my opinion, these things should be standard with every frame you ever buy. The TPU parts, looks like some feet protectors, SMA mounts, a couple of spacers, got a crossfire mount in there as well, and that looks like a GoPro mount. You know, for the pence that it costs for companies to produce these things, they should be standard with every frame you get. So that's them. They look like your camera plates. Now I think them little stickers there, they're actually to go in your camera plates, depending on whether you've got a 20mm camera or a 19. So, and then you get your little bag with all your parts in. So right, we'll quickly get these out and have a look. There we go, there's all our carbon parts out, and I must say it does feel like really good quality carbon and all. Nice, nicely cut. You can see there on these arms they have a unique sort of like, I don't know what the word is, they protrude out at this middle part here. Now I'm assuming that's for strength, or whether it's just because they look cool, I'm not sure. Right, well, we've got these parts out, we'll give them a quick measure just to make sure they are what they say they are. Now I think these arms are supposed to be 6mm, so we'll get our calipers out, and 5.84, it's as near as damn it for me. Yep, 5.87, do another one just in case. 99, 90, so yeah, you're talking what, 0.15 of a millimetre, which is nothing really. I think your top and bottom plates are all that's supposed to be 3mm, 2.5mm possibly for your top plate. I'll check the specs and that. If I'm wrong, I'll put a little thing below. Yeah, 2.97 there for your bottom plate. I must have misremembered. Yeah, I think it's your bottom plates are 3mm, your top must be 2.5. So well, there's all your other bits. I'm not going to get all the screws and all that out because they'll be all over the table. So probably can't see this great on this, like I say, black on black. I might have to rethink my mat. But yeah, I must say the the actual quality of these 3D prints seems really good. They seem really really hard wear and really decent quality plastic on them. Same with these, your camera mounts are actually CNC'd aluminium, and they do look really nice. I like how they've gone with the kept everything black as well. I like my quads black. Everything's better in black. Oh yeah. Now, one thing I do find really clever is they've actually kept the using the logo as a non-slip battery mat, which I think is really clever. So you know, you'll never be mistaken who makes this frame when that's stuck on the top of it. So yeah, that's really good. All right, now when I've got all these bits out, what I'll do, I'll put it all together, then we'll have a look at the finished frame. I'm not going to do a build tutorial because Flyfish have their own, and it's actually a really good one, so I'll put links to that in the video description. I'll put a little card up here now as well. Alright, let's get this frame together. Well, we're just about halfway through putting the frame together now, and I'm at a stage now, I'm following the Flyfish RC video, which I will put a link to on in the video description, like I said. Now, the design of this frame, you can sort of, it's difficult to make out there. You see how your bottom and middle plate, your bottom plate's almost a full piece, but then your middle plate sits above it. Now, the only thing that you're going to put in between them two is two little bits of TPU, like printed plastic. Now, you sort of see there, I've squashed that in. Now, that is slightly concerning. Now, I know that's flexible, and that is a 3mm plate, but it does worry me slightly that that's probably going to be a weak point of this frame there. You see all the cutouts and that we have. If it's going to break anywhere, it's probably going to break right across there, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out while I was putting it together. So, right, let me get it bloody finished now. Well, there we go. There's the finished frame. I got the black version. You can get this in two versions. You can get the black one, or you can get the, I think it's tropical, something like that. I'll put a little picture up there now so you can have a quick look. But yeah, I think you'll agree it's a good looking frame. You can see the XT60 is actually mounted in the back of there as well. Quite unique. So yeah, right, that's the build. Let's go back to the other camera, and then we'll talk about what I like about this frame and a couple of things I don't actually like about this frame. So let's go. So yeah, like I said, yeah, there is good points and bad points to this frame. Well, I say bad points, I haven't actually flown it yet, obviously, because I haven't got no gear. I'm waiting on parts to get it in the air, but yes. But I must say, it's one of the more complicated builds I've ever seen. That's probably another one of the downsides, to be honest. You know, there's that many different screw sizes in this. 3mm, 2mm, 2.5mm, 20mm long, 23mm long. It's not the easiest build I've ever had, but quality wise I can't fault it. It's absolutely rock solid. Yeah, the only sort of bad thing I can really think of, and it might prove to be nothing, is like I was saying before, you know, this bottom plate isn't really joined to the middle plate. I mean, there's a screw through it, and it's only sort of separated by TPU, so there will be some sort of squish there. But it remains to be seen after we've had a few flights through it to see where it goes like. But yeah, everything else seems pretty good. You know, I like the I think the aluminium camera cage seems well made. You know, it's braced behind as well with a couple of pieces of carbon fibre, so that should help. And it's right up against them standoffs, so it's, you know, it's going to take that impact well. I like the positioning of the XT30. So yeah, will it replace my Demibot? Remains to be seen. You know, I just need to get some parts and get it flown a few times and test it out, see what it's like. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please think about giving it a thumbs up, subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.